Students, welcome to my YouTube channel IT Academia by Arvind sir. In previous video we have seen the internal CSS, okay, and also the properties of the CSS. So let's start with the next topic. Okay, CSS properties. Some part of the properties we have seen. See, this much property we have seen: color name, okay, then color name for h1, that is, and background color, this is for the text, okay, this is for the background body, the whole, and then font weight, okay, font style, right, and then text decoration. Okay, so this was the previous code. See, we have saved in E drive in 12th HTML. This is our internal CSS code, okay, and this is our style. Okay, so till now we have done this part, much part, text decoration. We are moving to the next part of the CSS properties, text align. Okay, so basically this text align property is used to control the horizontal alignment of any block label text. Basically this is used for text that are paragraph, tables and other elements. Okay, so what are the values it have? It have left, right, center or justify. So how you are going to apply this? H1 text align center. So let's see how to apply this. So in this internal CSS, okay, already we have code this much and h1 tag is there. Okay, so I'm applying CSS to this h1. Okay, let's see how. So in style you have to write h1, okay, text align text align left. So already it is from left. Okay, so if you write left, it will become in the left center. So let's see, execute it. You have to execute this one, this part. Okay, so you have to use browser to execute this. So open with Google Chrome. Okay, so see, this is still in left because start from the left. Now we use the next property called right. Okay, RIGST. So h1, the text aligns, it becomes in the right side. Okay, when you write it as center, so it will becomes in center. Okay, so this is what the use of text align. After that we have font family, Arial. So font family, which is basically used to give the font name. Okay, so this font name you will get from here. So these many fonts we have, you can apply any one. See, all these are the fonts. So they have applied Arial one. You can apply any font over there. Okay, I'm just making the size to be bigger. Next, let's see to apply this font family Arial to paragraph. So first check whether you have the paragraph tag in your CSS or not, so in your HTML or not. So this is tag you have written in terms of paragraph. Now this whole text becomes what? Arial. So let's apply. Okay, P font family Arial. Okay, just write down in CSS part P, that is how I'm applying in on paragraph. Okay, font family, what is it? Arial, Arial. Let's see the effect of this. Control S, and you have to just execute this. So this becomes Arial now. Okay. Next is size. P font size 10px. So basically this is used to give the size to the font. Okay, and it is written in mostly px, that is the pixel. Okay, let's see how to apply this. So write down what you have to write. P font size. Okay, font size. Okay, the value 10px. Let's see. Control S. Now see the effect. This becomes very small. Okay, so you can change this value to 20px. Let's see the effect. Okay, so this is what font size. After that you have spacing, letter spacing. Okay, letter spacing means, for example, if you have written CSS property, in between CSS and properties it will give the space. So letter spacing. Okay, so this will help in controlling the horizontal spacing between the characters of text. So let's see how to apply this. H1 letter spacing and 5 pt, matlab there will be the space of 5 point. Okay, so let's give this. Where they have applied? On paragraph, sorry, on H1 they have applied. H1 you can apply anywhere. Okay, as per your requirement. H1 letter spacing 5 point. Okay, see the effect of this. Control S, execute this. See, so in between this there will be the spaces. Okay, now what is the next one? H1 padding 30px. Padding is nothing but it is used to give the blank spaces around the content of an element. Okay, padding, space. Okay, just blank spaces, you can say the spaces. That is measured in pixel, px. Just remember, px whenever we are using, it is nothing but the pixel. Pixel is the smallest unit of the image or location. Okay, H1 padding 30px. So apply over here H1 padding. Okay, how much applying? Apply to 30px. Okay, let's apply to 30px. Let's see the output. What is the effect of this? You have applied on H1. So from above, okay, we have a 30px space. Okay, it comes down. After that we have next property is border. This property adds a border to the web page element. So these are the values of the border: solid, double, groove, read, okay, inset, outset, dotted or dashed. So how to apply this? H1 border green. So this is wrong. Here you have to use the values. H1 border solid, double, groove, read. Okay, because it is given in the textbook, so as it is I have taken, but this value you have to take from here. You don't have to give the color over there. Okay, so let's see how to apply this. H1 border solid. Okay, if you apply this, so let's see the effect on the H1. It have the solid border. Okay, now what is the next? Next one is so next one we have all the values we are going to see over here. Okay, okay, let's see. Border solid we have seen. Now next is the double. Let's see the effect of double over there. Okay, so double, let's see, instead of solid just write down the double. Okay, see the effect. Okay, you have the double border. Okay, next is what? Groove. Next is groove. Write down groove. Okay, GROOV. See the effect. So it will look like this. What is the next? Next is ridge. RIDGE. Okay, so just apply this. RIDGE. Save this and see the effect of this. So it will look like this. Okay, and then inset outside dotted. Okay, so just apply inset first. Inset, effect. Okay, outside, see the effect. Okay, and the last one is dashed. Okay, see the dashed. So let's see, dash. Okay, save this and execute this. So it will look like a dash one. Okay, so you can provide the borders like this. One more thing, dotted. Okay, let's see the dotted one also. Dotted. Okay, so this is dotted. After that you have background image. So this is very important part. Body, background image, URL, and then background.jpg. So first of all you have to download the background image from the Google. So let's see how to download the background image from Google. Okay, just write down whatever nature background image. Okay, background images. Okay, SD. Take any of the image from over here. Okay, let's see, I'm taking this one. Okay, right click, save this. Okay, save image as. Saving that image in where I am writing the program itself. So I have taken the folder 12th HTML. Image name is, just give any name, nature. Okay, so we have saved the image with nature.jpg. okay, so let's see, apply the image over here. So I am applying this image to the body. Okay, body as a background. So let's see how to write it. Body, curly braces, background image, and then URL. URL means what is the name of your image or what is the path of your image where you have saved your downloaded image. Okay, so let's see, body. Okay, body, background image. Okay, background image like this. Okay, colon URL and then your image name, whatever the name of image is, and then extension should be whatever the extension you have given to your image. Okay, either you can write it in double quotes or single quotes also. I'm writing in single quotes. Save this and execute your code over here. So this is the repetition. So such image you have to choose which fulfill the screen. Okay, so this is what background image. So next one is H1 margin left. So margin left is nothing but it's an area on the left side of the element, giving the means your this part should start from this left, that particular location. So H1 margin left, it is 10 px. Okay, so how you are going to apply this? H1 margin, okay, left 10 px. So you will not see any effect on this. Let's see, because see already, okay, so it will have the 10 px margin size. So if you want, you just remove this. Okay, you can give some another image also. I have one image called download. Let's see whether this is okay. That image is not there. So with this you can give the image also, proper image. See, okay, so this is margin left. Okay, this is basically used for giving the position. So all these properties belongs to the CSS. So lots of properties we have seen in this: align, text align, font family, font size, letter spacing, padding, then border, background image, and then margin left. So as per the requirement, you have to use all these CSS style tags. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Next lecture we'll see the external CSS. Okay, thank you so much.